Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. It's the first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And they say, I'm just for this. In this league, I run other plays, try to get better at them plays. So when I go try it in the other league, because I practice all day long, but I guess I like the user movements better than anything else. That's Brian Murphy.
They go play action with Lawrence. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. And I don't think this is the
this nigga giving me some
on play action, Lawrence.
That was pick if he clicked on him, because that nigga threw that bitch horribly wrong.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's got some space here. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Beautiful, nigga.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Oh, bitch, Fantastic Beasts, the Secrets of Dumbledore already out? Ain't.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Off play action, Murray. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletion.
Them linebackers is playing.
Now bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's McBride. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback.
It didn't even show he was an X factor when I looked at the niggas team.
What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
Trey McBride.
Questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Ingram at tailback. He's got it running left. pushing his way through and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins. And finally out of bounds all the way.
I seen it too. I know you seen it. I like, yeah, that wide open. Because he bumped the other nigga. My cornerback too.
The missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Ingram.
They better stop holding me like that, bro.
Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Prater for the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things in.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
On my mama.
Oh, that was a nice job.
Oh, duh.
The pressure that was brought, they both knew it was going to open up.
Because Ingram was for to get every bit of that.
And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones.
Hey, stop holding me, cuz.
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week.
Uchi, wawa.
Nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Play action, it's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A handoff for ETN.
They gotta stop doing me like this, cuz.
This defense for the Cards very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to
He
2-0
blessing.
in a young season.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
They go play action now. Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Back to the ground with ETN. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Hey, which one of the user was that got removed?
You said what? Which one? What?
They got removed.
7-7.
Birds.
Score after 1.
The Birds user? Yeah. What are y'all Is it still a Chiefs user? Huh? Is it still a Chiefs user? No.
Big play coming here. It's
But he's still on there. I guess it just, I don't know.
Nah, ain't no Chiefs or Bears using him.
Why he ain't took him off on me yet?
He did do the Chiefs shoes.
You don't say CPU no.
Which league you talking about? Reloaded?
We lit.
Yeah, the Bears just went to Reloaded
Once
League.
more ETA.
Went to the league too. He put him from both leagues.
Damn, bro, can you get your mic?
Yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. Goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Murray. He will find the rookie from Purdue. That's Rondale Moore. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. The completion there is on the rush, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Here's Lawrence to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Christian Kirk. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing again, Murray. He sets to fire deep. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Murray now. He finds his man complete. That's McBride. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Again, Murray will keep it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 35 on second down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Well, the Cardinals bring pressure and they get home. It's blocked. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. To return, here's Agnew. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And the Cards are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. And Rondale Moore, a 2nd-round pick from Purdue, only 5'7", 181, may have prevented it from going in the 1st round, but what a cerebral player, a great competitor, and his run after the catch, as impressive as anyone had in the draft. Nice catch there, picks up a 1st down.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the 2nd half gets started. And this will not be returned, so the 2nd half begins with a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On play action, it's Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's McBride. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. Oh, look at the juke. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words,
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A huge play there for Arizona. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's McBride. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray being chased out left. Murray, strong running. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. They're going for it. It's Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Flush to his right. First down and more, ETN. And finally down at the 32-yard line. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. Steps away, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. After the sack on 1st down, Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. On the counter, ETN. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, Lawrence. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll try to run with ETN. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Here's Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Lawrence dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Murray off play action. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Now left side on the swing pass. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Play fake. Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play there on the catch and run.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Ingram. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive the coach crazy. You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone, but sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Murray going to look to run. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cardinals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Prater for the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Etienne once more. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Lawrence. Forced out to his left. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Second down and 7.
Check, watch 54, get him.
Ingram again. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
60 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff to Ingram. Now he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And this, not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours. right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer, Tim Karen, said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for the Cards, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.